Hi everybody, I want to share with you how to make Frappuccino 4 ways, and one of them is a vegan way. So I am going to be using a couple of store-bought products for this, but you can also make it with just cocoa powder and instant coffee and milk. Okay, and my NutriBullet is really important for this. It helps get it nice and blended. Okay, so I'm using 1.5 cups of crushed ice. I'm also using 1 packet of instant coffee, which also has cream and sugar in it, and 1 packet of cocoa powder, which is also sweetened, so you don't need to add any more sugar to this. I'm using 1.5 cups of water and about half a cup of cream, and that's it. All I have to do is screw on the lid and blend it for about 20 seconds or so. And if you've used enough liquid, it comes out perfect, like a Frappuccino you'd buy at the store. All right, so an alternative to this is to add about 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips. And you want to make sure you add them after you've already blended it, otherwise you'll blend them too much. So you got to blend it twice if you want to do it with the chocolate chips. And of course, it's not complete if you don't top it with some homemade whipped cream. And you can add a little bit of cocoa powder on top, serve it in a mason jar with a straw, and I'm telling you, your guests will be really impressed. Mine are, at least. All right, so here are a couple of close-ups of this one with the chocolate chips, and it's just so delicious. Perfect for summer. Okay, so I've got an alternative, a vegan alternative for you, and I serve this to my son who is very allergic to dairy products, and I'm using a full can of coconut milk and some cocoa powder, some instant coffee, which you can omit if you are serving this to kids, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of sugar or honey, and of course there was that crushed ice to begin with. I'm using my NutriBullet again to blend this up nice and smooth. It turns out amazing. It's so delicious. The coconut milk obviously imparts a different flavor than milk or cream, but it's still really a great alternative for those of you who want to avoid dairy. So I'm just garnishing it a little bit with some cocoa powder, serving it in a glass jar with a straw, and it is such a yummy dessert. Okay, so if you don't want to use the store-bought packets, of course you can just use all the ingredients from scratch, and that will work just as well. Now it will impart a different flavor, of course, and I particularly like the hot cocoa mix from Trader Joe's, which is seasonal, so I do stock up on it in the winter time so that I have them in the summer so that I can serve these wonderful Frappuccinos to my guests. You can also sweeten this with honey if you'd like, and of course you can leave out the coffee and make this a non-caffeinated Frappuccino so that the little kiddos can have it too. So this is just one without the chocolate chips. I particularly like the little crunch that the chocolate chips give these Frappuccinos. So here is what you would need for the store-bought one, or rather the packets from the store. Here's the one with the chocolate chips, one of my favorites, and here's the one just using the ingredients from scratch, and of course we have the vegan alternative with coconut milk. So if you want the complete recipes and see more pictures, please check out my website at pepperandpine.com. Thanks for watching.